I've been called a music marketing expert. I've been called a marketing genius. I've been called a dude that knows how to hustle and get things done. All of these titles I accept, but it's not anything that's come natural to me. This is something that I really had to learn. I had to execute. It took a long time for me to get to this point where I became really good at music marketing. How good at music marketing have I become? As an independent artist who's never been signed, who has had a manager, who has had an entertainment lawyer, who hasn't had an A&R, who has had big rap cosigns, who hasn't worked with big producers or been with big engineers. I got millions of streams on Spotify. I've charted #1 on iTunes. My album sold thousands of copies. I got 200,000 followers on social media platforms. I'm verified on a myriad of social media platforms. And all in all, I've made over $500,000 from music-related entities. Now, the only reason I'm giving y'all my resume is to show y'all how qualified I am to actually talk about this. There are a lot of people out here who are talking about music marketing, but they're not qualified to do it. They won't show receipts. We just showed you all the receipts. You can go Google and look all this stuff up if you want to. Everything is verifiable. So everything I'm going to tell you in this video about music marketing works. So if you're somebody who is serious about music marketing, you're tired of people not streaming your music, you're tired of not getting sales, you're tired of working at Wendy's, you need to watch this entire video and make sure you take notes. Because I'm really going to dive deep on what's going on. And if you stay all the way to the end, I'm going to give you a bonus on top of that. So before we get going, make sure you save this video. Anybody who's in music marketing, you're going to want to reference back to it. Make sure you share it with someone else who's in the music industry who needs help with their marketing or is interested in music marketing. Hit like, follow, subscribe, make sure you leave comments, and make sure you watch the entire video all the way through.
My ducks, my swans, welcome to the pond.
My name is Dorian from Group82University.com, and right here I'm going to talk to you about the 4 best music marketing ideas for independent artists. No fluff, we get right to it. The first music marketing idea that every single independent artist needs to be doing in some capacity is you need to be posting content every day with your branding. I don't care what platform it is. It could be YouTube, it could be Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. Yes, y'all know I always talk about Pornhub. You go to Pornhub, Anchor. I don't care what it is. You need to be posting content every single day with your branding. Unless you are somebody out here who writes their own music, who produces their own music, who mixes their own music, who masters their own music, and can make their own beats, you need to be putting out content every day because you can't put out songs every day. If you can do all those things, there's no reason for you not to be putting out songs every day because that's the best branding you have as an independent artist is your music. But when you post content every single day, this is what happens. These social media platforms, they need content so they can put ads on it so they can make money. The more content that you put out, the more ads they're going to put in your videos and the more money that you make. It's that simple. They're going to push the videos that work. You can say whatever you want inside these videos. So if your videos are full of your branding, that's going to put you in a position where every time your video gets seen all over the world through Instagram's algorithm, YouTube's algorithm, TikTok's algorithm, they're also going to see your company and see your brand. Every single video of mine either says Group 82 Music, Group 82 Media, or Group 82 University. Why? Because I'm branding. This is free marketing. I'm sorry, it's not free. YouTube pays me to do this. Instagram pays me to do this. TikTok pays me to do this. So not only is it great for my brand and great for marketing, I get paid to do it too. This is essential and the most important step for anybody who wants to market their music. That's why in my class, How to Market Your Music on Social Media, it's the first game. We talk about how to find your target audience. We talk about the difference between cold audiences, warm audiences, and hot audiences because you have to understand the content that they want and what's going to make them eventually buy. So make sure you are posting every single day on these platforms because I'm telling you, that's what's changed my life. The second music marketing idea for independent artists that all of you need to be doing because this thing is starting to burn out is to get on Spotify playlists for free. This is how I got this plaque. This is how I started making money from my music. Getting on Spotify playlists changed the game for me because it gave me attention, it gave me fans, my music was getting heard by millions of people, and I started getting these accomplishments that made people realize I knew what I was talking about. Inside my class, I saved this to the end, how to get on Spotify playlists for free, but I completely walk you through the exact process on how to pitch to Spotify playlists. I walk you through on how to spot if a playlist is real versus a playlist is fake. I walk through how long I think this is going to last. I walk through how much you should actually pay for playlists. I walk through how the entire playlisting game and system works. As of right now, on September 22nd, 2021, you can still get on Spotify playlists. It ain't like it used to be, but you can still crack in. You can still get in it for free. But it's a lot of work. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't want to do that, which is why we offer playlist services at group82music.com. There are other companies out there that do this as well. You have to pay for those. Make sure you know the playlist is legit or not. If you want to know if the playlist is legit, go and get my class right now, how to market your music on social media. In Game 6, I talk about that. But getting on Spotify playlists for free is hands down the most grassroots way for you to get your music heard and for you to start getting paid every single day. So start pitching the playlist. Start finding out the playlists that are the most popular. Go to artists that are similar like you as far as monthly listeners or how many songs they got out or where they're from or even what they sound like. See what playlists that they're on and then pitch to those similar playlists. Once again, you want to know this entire process? Sign up for our class, How to Market Your Music on Social Media. I dedicate a whole game to this, an entire section, so that way you can really learn how to dominate Spotify. The third music marketing idea that every artist needs to do and every producer needs to do is you need to go live while you're listening to beats. I don't care how you get your beats. I don't care if they're emailed. I don't care if they're on YouTube. I don't care if you have a producer sitting right next to you. I don't care if you're making your own beats. Turn that camera on and go live. You want to turn the comments off? Turn the comments off. You don't want to talk to them? Don't talk to them. But you will be shocked how many people like sitting at home, looking at you, look at your computer while you listen to music. And what does that do? They're there for the root of the art. They're there from the beginning. They're there the first time you make that funky face when that bass line drops, when that 808 drops. So because of that, they're more connected to the song. So what do you think is going to happen when you drop that song on Spotify? You think they just not going to listen to it? They remember when you made the song. Not only are they going to go listen to it, they're probably going to share it on their social media and tell people I was there when he made the song. And they're probably going to go back to the live video when you made the song to see what the final product ended up being like. You need to include people in the process. Now, some of us might be very secretive about our artistic process. There's things about my artistic process I'm never going to show. So I understand, I get that. But you also got to share some of this too. Because if you want people to listen to your music, they have to actually hear your music. I know that's a foreign concept for a lot of y'all, but that's how it is. So start including them in the process. Ask them if they like that snare. Ask them if they like that kick. Ask them if they like that hat. Ask them if they like that synth. Ask them if they like that sample. You might end up co-producing with some of your fans, send them over a split sheet, send them an IPI number because they gave you some idea that really made the song go to the next level, and now you're making your fans money. What reason do they have not to watch your lives now if you're making the money? It's a very simple idea. It doesn't cost you any money. It just costs you to be open and transparent with your community who wants you to win. Why wouldn't you do that? If you want to know a live streaming strategy that actually works and see what I did when I was on Periscope that got me up to like 25,000 followers on there, on Instagram where I'm at 100,000 followers on there, YouTube where I'm at 100,000 subscribers on there, you need to go and buy the class. Game 4 of the class, I got the live streaming strategy where I completely break down everything I do with my live streaming to make sure that it's effective, that it's efficient, that it's smooth, and that it's making me money. So if you somebody that needs guidance on that, or you want to know how to fine tune it to make sure your live streams really pop, go get our How to Market Your Music on Social Media class right now. Click the link below. Now, before we go into the final music marketing idea for independent artists, I told you I got a bonus at the end, so make sure you stay all the way through after I give you this tip so you can get that bonus. The fourth and final tip, best music marketing ideas for independent artists, is you got to give away value in exchange for a purchase. What does that mean? People don't buy albums no more. They don't. They can stream, they can watch you on YouTube, they can find your music in so many other ways. Because people don't buy albums anymore, you have to give them a reason to. When I did my True Support campaign, which made me chart #1 on iTunes, I let people buy my album in exchange for getting on our Spotify playlist. So in the second tip of this video, I talked about how to get on Spotify playlists for free. I knew my audience really valued that, so I gave them a free playlist placement on the 6 Spotify playlists that we owned if they went and bought the album. It worked. I charted #1 on iTunes. I sold thousands of copies. I made almost $10,000 from my album sales, and now I'm able to do all the other things I want to do and all this YouTube and blah, 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 blah. So you got to figure out a way to get your audience to buy your album by giving them something for free that doesn't cost a lot of time for you. I don't know what to tell you because you got to know your audience. If you did the first idea in this video and you went and bought our class in game 1, then you know your target audience. If you know your target audience, then you know what they value, you know what to give them in exchange of. If you did game 6 of our class, you know how to get on Spotify playlists for free. And so you know the value of what I did and how I was able to chart #1 on iTunes. If you did idea number 3 in this video and you went live live while you were listening to beats. If you're somebody that left the comments on, you can talk to your audience and they'll start talking to you, and you know what they value because you can ask them that. It is your job to know your audience. It's nobody else's job. If you don't know your audience, it's because you don't know how to market your music. And because you don't know how to market your music, that's why you're not having any success. And you don't know what to give away, you can't get no sales. Which leads me to the bonus, and I'm glad you waited to the end of this video. If you somebody that watched this video, we doing this right now. Our how to market your music on social media class is $2,000. We got it on sale right now for $1,000. Because you watch this video, you somebody's really serious about music marketing, and because I'm feeling good this time of year, we're gonna have you get inside the class for only $250. It's called PayPal credit, PayPal Pay in 4. You pay $250, you set up the payment plan through PayPal, and now you're gonna learn how to post content every day with your branding. You're gonna learn how to get on Spotify players for free. You're gonna learn how my live streaming strategy really works, and you're absolutely gonna learn how I charted #1 on iTunes because I gave people something in exchange for buying my album. You're gonna learn the systems, you're gonna learn the plugins I use, you're gonna learn everything that I did to make it very efficient so you can replicate exactly what I did so you can have the success of getting millions of streams on Spotify, chart #1 on iTunes, getting verified on these platforms, getting 200,000 followers, and making over $500,000 from your music. You know, for those of y'all that watch my content every day, I appreciate you, #1. I think a lot of people think it's talent is what gets you inside the music industry and what makes you money, and that couldn't be further from the truth. We're gonna have people in the comments that are gonna argue with me, but you haven't done anything in the music business. You haven't charted #1 on iTunes. You don't have millions of streams. You haven't made $500,000 from your music. I'm not saying that you can't be talented and make this happen, but what I am saying is if you don't know how to market, you don't stand a chance. You need to take advantage of this deal with the music marketing class, or you can continue to do this on your own and not get any results. It's up to you. If you're somebody who's serious about these music marketing ideas and you're ready to implement and execute them right now, you on Instagram, click the link up top, go to group82university.com, purchase our class for $250, get enrolled today. If you're on YouTube, click the link in the box, get enrolled in our music marketing class for $250 right now. I'm out the pond. Y'all stay true. Group82university.com.